All right. Hey, everyone. Thanks for joining us. We're here for the NAREP and the Hispanic Wealth Project REACH program. And we've got some great people all over the world listening in on LinkedIn Live. And we've got a few phenomenal founders today that we're going to be going through. Just want to go ahead and first ask everyone, go ahead and share in the comments on LinkedIn, where are you from? What cities? I know we've got some people. Myself, I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. And my name is Chris Moreno, and they call me Mr. PropTech. Also, I'm a part of the Hispanic Wealth Project Angels program, and I really love the built world and all the technologies that come forth from this. So today, one of our focus with the partnership with Reach is to show some of these great founders. So we've got 3 great founders coming to you. Each one, the way it's going to work is they're going to do a presentation and pitch for 4 minutes. And then the audience is going to get a chance to ask questions. So what you just go ahead and do is you have a question for someone, go ahead and throw it in the chat. And then we're going to grab those questions and we're going to ask them right after. And we've got 3 minutes of Q&A for them. First thing I'll say also is if you are a founder and want to be a part of this in the future, we're going to have a call to action at the end too. And you can make sure you follow NAREP, you can follow Hispanic Wealth Project, and make sure you follow Reach on LinkedIn. All right, on all the socials. At the very end, this is where you all come in to make sure you're paying attention. You're all going to get a chance to vote at the end, and you're going to give feedback and give a chance to score it. So I'm going to pause there, and we're going to kick it right off to make the most use of your time. So first off, startup number 1, we're going to bring up to the stage. So there he is. Eddie, good to see you. How are you, man? And you're on mute. Perfect. Oh, almost, not yet.
There we go. Living the dream, my friend. Another day in a row.
Awesome. And so you're in Phoenix, Arizona. Hopefully it's not too hot. It looks like you have an awesome setup there in the spot. The rate verifier, you're going to share with us a little bit about what you're working on. You're a founder and CEO. Really excited for you to share. So we're going to start the timer. We're going to give you 4 minutes. Are you ready to rock?
I'm ready.
Okay. Then the stage and floor is yours. Go ahead when you're ready.
Perfect. All right. So good morning, NAREP. The first thing that we're going to start off with is I want to know by you typing in the chat a number 1 if you've lost a client due to high interest rates in the last year. Those lost clients cost you thousands of dollars in lost revenue. Now imagine a tool that gave your clients confidence that they're getting the best deal from the lender that you work with. My name is Eddie Gomez. I'm the founder and CEO of the Rate Verifier, the first independent mortgage inspector, where we save the average home buyer $25,000 by empowering them with a mortgage inspection report. So you're probably thinking, what's a mortgage inspection report? Well, yeah, when you buy a car, you get a Carfax to protect you from getting a bad deal. When you buy a home, you get a home inspection to gain confidence in what you're buying. But when a client applies for a mortgage, their interest rate changes between the time that they apply and the time that they're ready to make an offer. And who gives them confidence then? When interest rates change, home buyers feel cheated and they back off on signing the offers that they were otherwise ready to make. And that costs you thousands as an agent. The only alternative that home buyers have is calling other lenders and starting the application all over again. And that's a hassle. Home buyers need help and they turn to their agents for guidance, but agents need an independent third-party tool to give their clients confidence that they are getting the best terms available, specifically when the realtor is the one that's recommending the client. But that didn't exist until now. The Rate Verifier makes you the hero. The Rate Verifier compares a lender's offer against the best rates that lenders are bidding for this specific loan profile. Then we generate an instant mortgage inspection report that gives your clients the confidence that they're getting the best deal, or the confidence that they can take that mortgage inspection report and request that their lender match those terms, saving the average homebuyer $25,000 and helping you quantify your value at the closing table because you gave them access to this tool. So how does it work? The first thing is that your clients go to the rateverifier.com and fill out a short questionnaire. You can also do this for them. Then they download a mortgage inspection report, which can cost up to $600 without an agent code, or could be as little as free with their agent code. They take this mortgage inspection report back to the lender that they're working with, request that the terms be matched, or connect with the lender that bid for their loan and their specific loan profile. So here's a testimonial from David Mesa, an eXp real estate agent who is currently under contract to purchase a home in Pine, Arizona. And he says that he feels so much more confident about the purchase after using the rate verifier. Off to the right-hand side, you can see that he's saving $24,000 over the life of the loan. So he's feeling great about this. Martin Lopez, his client, is saving, went from a 6.125 to a 5.5% interest rate, saving the client $156 a month without switching mortgage lenders. Their lender got this mortgage inspection report that you see off to the right here, matched the terms, and the client saved over $50,000 over the life of the loan. So there's a couple of ways to get started. You can get an individual report and pay for individual report for each one of your clients. You can actually get a 50% discount code as a single use, or you can try our monthly subscription plan, which we've cut by 50% off, which gives you the flexibility of being able to give this report to all of your clients. With the monthly, you get 3 reports per month. With the annual, you get up to 36 reports per month. And there's just a small fee for every report after that. If you're ready to stop losing clients to high interest rates and give them certainty in their home buying process, click the link, I guess, the rateverifier.com/NAREP, or scan the QR code to get started and start saving your clients a ton of money.
Awesome, Eddie. Good job. So I love how you were focused, came together, stayed on time. Now we're going to open up questions to the audience. So anyone who has a question, first one I'm going to take here and ask you is, like, obviously you have your value prop. What is like the best next key milestone for you that you're focused on achieving? And then when do you hope to achieve that by?
So today it's in getting more agents, as many agents as possible on the platform, because we've been a consumer direct company for a while. But with the NAR settlement and agents needing to represent their value to their home buyers up front, this is a great tool to say, hey, I'm an agent who offers a free mortgage inspection report that saves the average home buyer $25,000. So it's establishing our subscription model for agents today versus we were a lot of consumer direct before.
Great. What's the best way? Obviously, you mentioned the audience can go and scan here and actually become a customer and give it a shot. What's the best way the audience can help you? What's one unblocker? Are you looking? Is it mainly for customers? Is it also to fundraise? Are you hiring? What are the best things this audience can help with?
That's a good question. I think the exposure is the most important thing. I think, again, with the uncertainty in the market right now, with the NAR settlement and everything happening, me reaching as many agent offices as possible so that they can see that there are tools available to give them the opportunity or the ability to show their value up front to the consumer and say, hey, look, I'm going to save you $25,000 up front, like on your mortgage, essentially on average. This is why I'm worth my 2 or 3 or 5%, whatever it is that the real estate agent wants to charge. Amazing.
So another question we have from the audience, Gladys Margarita Diaz is in the audience, and she asked, how does this impact the role of the mortgage broker?
Hey, Gladys, that's a great question. So we get bids only from reputable lenders. And so if your rates are fair or good in comparison to the market, you're going to give certainty to your home buyer the way that David Mesa, the testimonial that I received, saved $25,000 in comparison to the market. And then if the interest rate is high, you first get the opportunity to match that deal versus the client going somewhere else or losing the client altogether.
Awesome. Great work, Eddie. Really appreciate you coming today, sharing your story. Hopefully people can see the scan. And then again, people can also follow. What's the best way to follow up with you, Eddie?
Yeah, the Rate Verifier on Instagram, or Eddie Gomez 5G on Instagram. The 5G's right there. Genuine growth guided by generosity and gratitude. So that's my life.
Love it. Awesome. Can't wait to see you soon, Eddie. We'll see you in real life. And we're going to move on now to our next guest, our next founder and CEO. His name is Daniel Godbout. And we just want to make sure for everyone who's here, make sure to stay after all these folks. We're going to have a link in LinkedIn Live. You'll be able to give feedback and respond. We're going to have a little closing QR voting from the audience. So welcome, Daniel. How are you? Good to see you.
I'm doing great. Yeah, thanks, Chris. Good to be here.
Awesome. And you're joining us from Carlsbad. Man, you all are in beautiful, sunny places. How's the weather out there today?
Yeah, I'm in San Diego, Carlsbad. Just got back from Wisconsin last night. Took my my 7-year-old to his first day at second grade a little bit ago, and
Awesome.
yeah, got settled in. So I'm ready and excited to talk to you guys.
Yeah, well, looking forward to it. You've also got 4 minutes to present Arrivo, and as the CEO of Arrivo, and we will have 3 minutes of audience Q&A. So I'm going to hand the baton over to you, and floor is yours.
All right, sounds good. Hi, everyone. I'm Daniel Gadbout. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Arrivo. Really excited to share what we've built, which I feel was built for you. A couple different reasons for that, but we have a property management software solution, and really designed for, it could be setting up your business, your first unit, and growing to hundreds or thousands of units over time. And I'll describe what our business model is and why that supports you at every stage. But first, one of the big problems we saw in the industry was that over 80% of rental units, so landlords, property managers who have rentals, don't have a digital management solution in place. That means they're still collecting rent via check, cash, and other means. That's not streamlined. All that, the result of it impacts your profit margins significantly. The studies show that, and there's a lot of data to back that up, where on average, your profit margin is going to be limited to like 6%. It's going to be very difficult to hire staff and scale if you're doing those things manually. And that's through a lot of firsthand experience as well. But with Arrivo and the tools that we've built and the partnerships that we have, we're enabling landlords and property managers to decrease that overhead, improve efficiency, and supporting you to get to 25% profit margin. And that's just going to get better and better over time. We have a ton of features. So right out of the box, and this is just a sample of them, but we have digital rent collection, ACH, credit cards, background checks, renter's insurance. You can do your taxes within the platform, so all the accounting, and that means you don't need another QuickBooks subscription, but we also synchronize with other tools. You have accounts payables built into the software, so you can pay your vendors. You're able to do owner distributions, generate statements, organize your documents, share those with your residents, with your owners, with your partners. It's all mobile friendly. Most of our users use mobile, especially residents. And then we help you every step of the way. So we say concierge customer service because you can call us, talk to a person. We schedule meetings as often as you need to train you and to help you. And then we do have that ecosystem to extend kind of other different tools and benefits through our software. In terms of pricing, very simple. It's $4 per unit per month if you're a landlord and you're managing it for yourself and your portfolio. If you do manage on behalf of other owners and that's more of a business operation for you, it's just another $1 per unit per month. There's no minimums. That means we could help you get started and have zero. There's not going to be a cost for that. We'll get everything set up. Or you could have the first one and then grow to in the hundreds over time. And at different milestones, you get volume discounts along the way. You also have a discount if you have an annual plan with us, which is 20%. And just focusing on the business model and how we separate with the competition on that side of it, it's really tackling that reason why 80% of people just don't have a system in place. It's because a lot of systems are not easy to use. When you log into Arrivo, you're going to see that it feels like you already know the software. And just using a sample of 10 units, you can see there's a pretty big price difference, and that doesn't take into account a lot of other things that you'll see, and there's other competitors, but they're going to charge you for connecting a bank account, for calling support, a number of other things. We don't have any ACH fees for your residents, for yourself, for your owners, and you're not going to find any other hidden fees within the software. It's very straightforward. It's just that base subscription. There's no minimums, and then we assist you from setup all the way through the lifetime use of the products. And the last thing I'll leave you with is that through our partnership with NAREP, we have a 20% additional discount on top of that annual plan if you wanted to go that route. And then we'll give you access to, you already get access to the accounts payable, but any usage for writing checks and things like that, it's all included for a year, just so you can see the benefit of that module that we built that I think we're really excited about. And we think you would get a lot of benefit for. But that's it. I'll stop right there. And yeah, please hit me with any questions.
So cool. Love that tie-in with NARUP and Hispanic Wealth Project and Reach discount there. So how do people get that first off? How would they get the discount? Do they just mention it right here when they're logging
You can
in?
go to arrivo.ai, or you can
Yep.
email us. We'll get you set up. But arrivo.ai, when you sign up, there'll be a location where you can enter in that promo code.
Got it. Great. And then another question is what's the next key milestone you're focused on achieving right now?
There are other asset types that we are adding support for. So we do long-term rentals, we do co-ops, HOAs, commercial, but real estate, there's a ton of different asset types. And I think probably a lot of the people on this call would find that you're going to have student housing and other things that we're building more and more support for, short-term rentals. So just as we get more and more demand, we're increasing the support for those. And that's a big area of focus for us.
Yeah. So even if I have 1 home, 2 homes, 3 homes, it's still a fit. That's right.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome. And then we have a question from Jesus de Angel. How quickly can users expect to see improvements in their operations after implementing Arrivo?
Yeah, I think well, first we would try to figure out like where you're at in your journey or operation. But if you're trying to learn things, that's immediate. We can get you set up and verified and ready to collect rent online same day. We'd like to spend a couple days just to make sure you're very familiar with the system, but it's pretty quick. It just really depends on your unique challenges and what's affecting you, but we try to make sure that you get immediate value. And again, we'll tailor like that approach depending on where you're at.
Awesome. And then last question here, unless we have well, here we go. Gladys Margarita Diaz. Do you work with condo management services?
Yes, I personally own a management company that has several condo associations that are users of Arrivo as well as other types of businesses. But yeah, all of it is run through Arrivo. That's the rent collection, making sure that we're sharing the relevant documents. Paying vendors tends to be pretty big when you're managing condos. There's other features that I'm finding just through my own use cases that we're adding it as well. But yes, there's a number of condo associations on the platform.
Awesome. And then we have Mark Panila. What is the biggest advantage over a system like PropertyWare?
I'm guessing that's PropertyWare, and maybe that's a small typo. Yeah, so I think one of those is going to be just how well. The business model I mentioned earlier, it's going to be very simple with Arrivo to get started. You're not going to have any minimums. Also, you're going to have everything in one place. Some of the other competitors, I believe PropertyWare is one of those, where you're going to have multiple apps to accomplish the different tasks that you need to run your business. But you're going to immediately notice just how simple and easy it is to use for not only yourself, but everyone who's working with you on the business.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Daniel. A lot of great audience questions here. And so best way for people to get in touch with you is that straight on arrivo.com or .ai?
Yes, shoot us an email. Hello at arrivo.ai is a good option. But if you sign up, you immediately get I think within a little while, you'll get a meeting link to meet with our team. I'll see that. Love to talk to you and learn more about your business.
All right. Thank you. We're on to the next founder. So we've got Mike Peregrina with Hey Wait. There he is. Good to see you, Mike. How are you?
Yeah, good to be with you, Mr. PropTech. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, can hear you great. Just seeing the top of your head, just so you know, if you want to move the camera. There we go.
Yeah.
And then you're coming to us from Salt Lake City, and I think this is a first look at your startup. Is that right?
That's right. We are excited to launch our beta here pretty soon, so everyone here is going to get a first look at this.
Awesome. So you got 4 minutes to kick it off. The floor is yours, and then we'll do questions afterwards. So anyone in the audience, feel free to ask your questions, and we'll bring them up on screen.
All right, let's do it. Well, hello, everyone. I'm so grateful to be with you and excited to be with you here today. My name is Mike Peregrina, the founder and CEO of Hey Walt. At Hey Walt, we are pioneering a mobile-first relationship intelligence platform to help real estate agents like yourself and real estate professionals like yourself close more transactions. So before we begin, I thought I'd share a little bit about my background. I've been in real estate for 2 decades now with a wide breadth of experience, from single-family rentals to home flips, to investment banking and venture capital, to building a large tech-enabled real estate brokerage, mortgage, and title startup that I grew from 0 to a $47 million revenue run rate. So I thought I'd share that a little bit. And then now let us dive in. So I see a huge problem out there with current sales enablement tools, a lack of commitment to mobile first solutions and modern software that really helps sales professionals increase rapport and close more deals. The current solutions are missing a huge opportunity to really meet real estate agents and loan officers where they are, which is on the go. Most agents can't and don't really carry around their bulky, large laptops. And furthermore, these current CRMs have impersonal follow-up and text email campaigns that no one ever reads or opens. The solutions are also built on really old tech architecture, and most of them actually look like it. The average real estate CRM in the space is 18 years old. The iPhone is actually younger than that, and those CRMs break often. They have very long time to value sales cycles with horrible customer experience. And trust me, I bought 5 of them in my previous business over the last 8 years or so. And I also wanted to share and emphasize there's a huge sort of tectonic shift happening right now in business. And that is that 8 out of 10 global workers are now deskless. So we want to take advantage of that as well, because companies are looking for enterprise grade mobile first solutions. So introducing Hey Walt. Hey Walt will help you 10x your transactions. So now, for the first time ever, you'll be able to see your leads and your contacts in a way you've never been able to see them before. In this beautiful and rich Instagram-like feed, we'll add layers of insights and intelligence. You'll know more about your leads and contacts and their most important events in their life so that you can build that rapport, strengthen the relationship, and then ultimately close them. You'll be able to double click on these leads and contacts, add them to a favorites list so you can keep them top of mind. You'll be able to swipe left with a high-tech nurture campaign, swipe right to send them cookies with an AI-generated message because it's the anniversary of when they bought a home or probably refied. With voice command, you'll increase efficiency by adding important notes and follow-ups to each of your leads that you can revisit later, or our app can automatically do it for you. But look, at the end of the day, it's about closing more deals and using some machine learning techniques. Our propensity to transact lead scoring model takes thousands of inputs, especially major life events like marriage, divorce, income, babies. And then soon we'll be able to pipe in some social media updates. You can think of LinkedIn, Instagram, and Facebook. We'll also be building frontier AI to create voice to video digital AI twin that looks and talks just like you, even has your same gestures to create short curated videos that really spark engagement, but on a personal level. And when your lead is ready, you'll be able to close them with our in-app signing tool powered by SkySlope. And speaking of SkySlope, we actually just locked in a partnership with SkySlope, which has over 850,000 monthly active users on their platform. We're really excited about that. We'll be launching with them late next month. And we also landed a partnership with Blend on the mortgage side. So as I wrap up here, I wanted to come up with a couple of asks, if that's okay. One, I'd love to extend an exclusive beta access to you with a special discount before we launch. You can sign up at heywalt.ai. Number 2, we're looking for go-to-market partners like large real estate brokerages, mortgage and title companies to work with. You can email me at mikep@heywalt.ai. And then finally, we are raising capital right now. So if you're interested, or if that's interesting to you, I'd love to chat. My email is mikep@heywalt.ai. And with that, thank you so much. And I'm happy to answer any questions.
Awesome. That was great, Mike. First and foremost, can you hear me okay?
I can hear you okay. I think the video, there you are. It froze for a second, but I can hear you fine.
No worries. So, that can improve Wi-Fi where we're at. Thanks for being clear about, how the audience can help you. First off, I want to ask, what's the next key milestone you're focused on achieving for the business?
Yeah, we are heads down over the next 2 weeks to finally launch our beta. It's highly technical. It takes some time. Things break. We got to fix them. So for the next 2 weeks, that's what the most important part. And then we want to get as many exclusive people that we want to sign in, test the beta, make sure they see the value, push around the button, see the signing tool, perhaps even close a couple of listing agreements or buyer broker agreements within that 4-week testing period. And we want to really test that out before we launch with SkySlope, right? That partnership is really important to us. Tyler Smith, the CEO, is a good friend of mine. I do not want to let them down, and his users as well.
Yeah, that's great. And then we're going to have the voting link coming up on the screen in just a moment, so everyone can vote. Orlando Camargo asks you, what is the main difference between your offering and other similar relationship management tools?
Yeah, that's a great question. I would say there's a lot of CRM tools out there that do okay at following up. So they do you add a lead or a contact in there, and then every 9 days it sends a message. Every 10 days an email. Every 12 days a phone call. All of that cadence is all exactly the same. None of it is personalized. None of it is curated for them, and they have really really low open rates. Right? Historically, they just suck. That's a technical term, by the way. So with our piece, we are bringing in some really high tech technology. It's a mobile first solution, so it can meet you where you are, listing appointment, or trying to close a deal, or trying to sign a buyer broker agreement before you get into the door. Especially with all the DOJ and NAR pressure that's happening with those pieces there. And then also we sort of took a different approach of creating a lead scoring model where we take very roughly over 1,000 unique data points to score and rank these contacts, the Rolodex, the sphere of influence that we have in our mobile phone, and push those up and keep those top of mind and tell you, hey, for lack of a better, Jim got a divorce, right? Public records, right? What do we know about divorces? 92% probability that Jim's going to sell that house within 90 days because it's filed. The judge said so. So those things that are public record, and that's just one of so many examples, we want to push those up and say, hey, this person is behaving in a way that you should engage with. And oh, by the way, here's some of the social media or digital exhaust that you can find a point to build that rapport so that you can reach out, right? CRMs do not do that right now. And I've bought too many of them and have spent millions of dollars on those things. And unfortunately, they just don't meet the agent and salesperson where they are. They're not using modern technology, and they're not really giving you, hey, you should speak to this person because they're ready to act.
Correct. I'm assuming it's easy for people to switch over from their current CRM if they're using one to you.
Yeah. So we're not calling this a CRM on purpose. It's a relationship intelligence platform. We're going to play friendly, sit atop of the CRM over time, build APIs so that you can push and pull contacts, especially those that may be lower in the funnel. Go ahead and put them on a sleepy campaign until we develop our really cool AI video stuff where you can swipe to the right and put them on that cool campaign. But that's going to take a little bit of time, right? So we don't want to create ripping and replacing a CRM is really hard. I've done it 4 times. It's awful, right? So this tool is going to be an augment to that, right? It's going to help you close more deals and really screen the thousands of leads and contacts that you have.
Okay. Lightning round, 1-sentence answer to this question. Jesus Danhill, what kind of support and training do you offer to agents new to the platform in 1 sentence?
Yes, I'll give you less than a sentence. Super easy. Download the app, click a couple buttons. We upload your leads and contacts. Our app does the rest. It's very intuitive. It almost feels like a social media app. So very little training, but we'll offer support at heywalt.ai. But it'll be super easy.
Awesome. Thank you, Mike. We want to keep us on track. This is great. All 3 founders were on time, clear in their messaging, and then clear call to actions of how they can help our audience today. So again, I want to thank everyone here. Please check out the QR code that's on the screen, and you can now vote. So down here in the corner, if you see it right there, scan that right now. So just like I'm doing. And we're going to scan it, and then you can actually vote. So here we go. And then I'm going to go in, and there we go. And then we can vote, and then I will announce the winner in just a moment. And the call to action here today is really, you can connect with these startups. So, joining the Hispanic Wealth Project Angel community. So if you're a member of NARUP, we've got this great Hispanic Wealth Project community where we help each other, angels who invest, VCs who invest, and then we talk through deals of founders like you saw today. And we're always reviewing deals. So one of the great things is we have a Slack community. We also meet up in real life, and then we do things online. And what's great is it's at your own leisure and time, and you're able to learn with others. So that's how I learned in my angel investing experience and eventually joining a fund, was doing it with others and seeing more and more deals. So I'm going to click here. Actually, I'm not going to click because I'm the moderator, so I'm going to stay out of it. But let's go ahead and see. So do I get a countdown, Melissa, to when we have a winner? Are you going to message me? All right. Looks like we've got about 10 seconds left before we're going to announce the winner. So the last votes, drum roll, please. Okay. All right. So I think we're going to go ahead and call it now. So the winner today is, it appears that it's Hey Walt, Mike Peregrina. So congratulations, Mike.
Oh, that's so awesome.
Yeah, so from the audience, and so want to congratulate you, and of course, all three founders today are winners because they're going to get the support of our audience. And like you see, like many of them said today, I'll give you one more shot, one line to share. What's the one thing or two things that people can help you with? Just to reiterate.
Yeah. I would say sign up, use the product. I've been thinking about this for such a long time. Customer acquisition, sales cycles are so hard, so closing customers are hard. Let us share with you what we've been building. Sign up for that beta.
Awesome. And as I'm showing people, I'm scanning the QR code as we speak, right here on the screen, so people can connect with you. And our call to action, we're going to have more of these events coming up. And we actually have an exciting announcement Melissa is going to be sharing very soon. So make sure you tap the follow button on LinkedIn for Hispanic Wealth Project, for Reach, and for NARUP, because we're going to be sharing more. And you can see the link on the screen about the Angel Program. But we're going to actually be sharing an exciting program for founders and mentors and investors coming up, where we're going to be helping a bunch of founders. And that should be announced just in the next few days. So without further ado, I want to thank our audience, and we will see you all very soon.